Hello, YouTubers. Dear Kersey here on Friday, July 8th at almost 2100 in the evening, Eastern Time. File this thing under the general heading of the messenger may detract from the message. The messenger may detract from the message. Hence my attire or lack of it. I watched a video here today from a fellow who started out in San Diego, and now he's in graduate school in one of the universities in the Raleigh-Durham area. And he was talking about, salamanders and walking in creeks and his boyfriend and this, that, and the other. And he did a thing where he had apparently he adapted what he said from a larger list of questions. And some of these things can be quite interesting, actually. And I thought I would do this. And I'll link you to his video in my comment section. His name is, it's like I am, the standard I space am, Stan, capital STAN, tastical, and he's very good. You really need to look at his stuff. Let's get going on this. What is the one thing you would like to change about your life? Well, just at this stage of my life, I don't want to make any major changes in my life. I like where I live, despite all of the nonsense that's going on around the construction. I don't want to leave the state because that would mean I got to get another medical license. If I want to be able to buy my own drugs and not depend on somebody else prescribing them for me, who may not agree with what I need or what I think I need. And no, I don't have a narcotics license, so it's not that. I like Ohio. That's why the Indians liked Ohio. Beautiful Ohio. But what I'd like to change is I would like to have an interaction with people that is far less superficial, in terms of outside my own house and my own family, far less superficial. But, within my own house and within my own family, well, my son and I think, have a fairly good interaction. My daughter-in-law and I do, and I think my grandson and I do. So I have really nothing to change there. But I think you've watched Paul and myself enough to know that. Well, you know what I mean. Am I religious or spiritual? Well, I think that's a false dichotomy. I'm religious in the sense that I believe a very standard theological take on the Trinity. I'm spiritual in the sense that the practice of focused prayer can put you into direct contact with the deity. as in the Orthodox Church practice, or the Orthodox monks' practice of prayer. So both. It's not a. It's a false dichotomy. I'm a tree hugger in the sense that I like nature, but I'm not a tree hugger in the sense that I worship Mother Gaia, that kind of crap. Am I an introvert or extrovert? Well, I'm on YouTube, so I guess I'm kind of an extrovert. But basically, I'm an introvert. Unless somebody comes and approaches me, I tend to stay left to my own devices. The best phase in my life? The best phase in my life? Oh, wow. I'd have to say the 3 years I spent as an undergraduate at university. Certainly the last 2 years I spent, well, last 10 quarters I spent at university. Yeah, I'd say that was the best phase of my life. Particularly when the guy, lacrosse player from next door, came in just his jockstrap on the way to the showers and pulled his jockstrap down and walked right in front of my face, and boy did I want to suck that guy's dick, but I didn't, and I should have done, but I didn't. He wanted to get an apartment with me after, when I was getting ready to move out and go to medical school. I should have done. But then Thomas wouldn't have happened. See? Yay! Relationship deal breaker for me. Well, Lord knows. I doubt damn few things would be. I suppose short of personal violence directed toward me. I've put up with all sorts of stuff. So, yeah, personal violence directed toward me would be a deal breaker. Looks or brains? Well, obviously, the brain is the largest sexual organ. There's no question about that. Still, one likes to have a little sweetener on top of that. But no, the brain's the largest sexual organ. Absolutely. Person ready for marriage? No, I'm not going to get married. I've been married once to a woman, and that was in the straight world, and I'm not going to get married, period. No. The ideal weekend? Well, the ideal weekend is to, if my son and or daughter-in-law and grandson come up and we sit around and shoot the shit, or go over to my neighbors, or they come over here and we eat, and or if I'm traveling, basically any weekend when I'm traveling overseas is going to be an ideal weekend. So that's that. This guy also had 3 wishes. I'm not into 3 wishes. And do you judge a book by its cover? Well, honestly, you always judge a book by its cover to a certain extent as a first pass assumption. Yeah, I mean, you'd be a stupid not to do that. Not the best policy as far as what you want to, how you want to conduct your life. So look at Stan, I Am STANtastical's video. He's a good guy, and you need to look at him. And for all my nipple ring fans out there. So, okay, I'm going to say bye-bye, YouTubers.